Welcome to another day of Bhagavad Gita Sadhana. I'm Atmadarshan or Laura. My supervisor Oliver is here just out of frame, and we welcome you to a new day or a new year. If this is your new year, Happy New Year to you. It is the equinox, which many people are excited for because it brings spring. Spring came early to Cleveland and then packed up and went home. But we're hoping it comes back, especially for the women's Final Four, which will be here very soon, and the solar eclipse as well. Woohoo! If you'd like to know what other events are coming up, like this weekend, there's a Gita workshop. If you want to dig into it more, you don't even have to have read the Gita, and it can accommodate all. Then please see the link below. And one more piece of administrative wisdom. Last night, it was great to see many of you at the Season of Sadhana event where we could talk and interact over Zoom and you could ask questions. That was just lovely. And one of the comments was, could you put down the mudras, every month or so in a list? Because when I'm doing the practice, I don't have time to write it down, which makes perfect sense. And then I realized, in case you don't know, right below the video, where there's a little summary, like it usually starts off with today's almanac. If you push on the more, everything is listed, including the mudras we do. So every day, and I do it ahead of time. Okay. So if you click on that, you can see exactly what the theme is, the topic, the dedication, and the mudra for any given day. And I hope that helps. Now, on to our topic du jour. We're still on the overall theme of samatvam for the whole year. And for this few days, it's setting foot on the spiritual path. And today's topic is being prepared to demonstrate what you believe on your spiritual path, your spiritual tradition. What does it teach? And are you ready to put that into practice? And this is inspired by a wall called the 12 Laws of Karma, which I recently saw at one of my new favorite restaurants, Sage Karma Kitchen in Willoughby, vegan restaurant. And one of the 12 laws of karma it listed is life is going to give you the opportunity to demonstrate what you believe. And can you do it? Thought that is exactly true. For example, one tenet that I have learned over and over again, and that my friend Sue has to keep reminding me of, is that everything is headed just as it should be. No worries. No matter what I think with my ego, overall, everything is unfolding according to plan. I just have to adjust my expectations of what the plan is. I can't adjust the plan. So, for example, things like when I'm stuck in traffic, or I get delayed leaving and then find out that actually that was fine because the other person was delayed leaving, or there was an accident I missed. Continuously I keep coming back to, right, everything's unfolding just as it should. And if I got in an accident, I was meant to that day for whatever reason. So I'm being continuously called upon to demonstrate that. And with these videos, I got to tell you, I've mentioned before, I'm a perfectionist. So every time I feel like I'm making a mistake, or I watch the video and I go, ooh, I misspoke, ugh, I have to remember everything's going just as it should. So that's one that in my life I have to come back to again and again and again. And if you are publicly following a spiritual tradition, it behooves you to do that too if you're representing it. So, for example, if you're in a tradition or a religion or a group, and one of the tenets is, thou shalt have no other gods before me, do you put God first? Or thou shalt not kill, do you not kill or embrace others killing? I mean, it is hard when you look at these things. And actually, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali set out these 10 codes at the beginning of how we behave on the spiritual path. But I'm leaving out the word should, because people will read that and go, okay, nonviolence, truth, That's tough. If you realize the overall teaching of the Yoga Sutras, which is that everything is one thing anyway, there's no separate things. And if you're violent, you're just being violent to yourself. If you're being untruthful, you're just being untruthful to yourself. If you're stealing from yourself, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then it comes into focus. But even more so, I didn't say should because many people think I have to follow those tenets to become spiritual. And one teacher I heard said, don't repress or suppress. You're wherever you are in your development. As you become more spiritual, you will start to live the tenets of your tradition. Isn't that interesting? As you pursue your path, you will blossom into these qualities. So maybe down the road, you're like, yes, I really get why I shouldn't kill, or put no other gods before my God, or be nonviolent, or treat my neighbors as I want my neighbors to treat me, or blah, blah, blah. So they are really good gauges for the spiritual path and good guidelines for us at the same time. They kind of work off each other, going back and forth in time. Ooh, time, the nonlinear thing, the cyclical thing that is celebrated today with the equinox coming around and around again, and your opportunity to demonstrate what you know to be true in your heart of hearts will come around again and again until you do it. And then guess what? The universe will say, well done, you've passed that test. The next one's on its way. Embrace the challenge. All right, so today's dedication is to the good folks at Sage Karma Kitchen. See you again soon. And to all of you who are celebrating a cyclical new day or new year. Shall we practice? Oh, look at that. Oh. Remember, we did this mudra recently, but it could be a fantastic one again today. And it's written down below, so you can check the spelling. Ushas mudra, the mudra of the new dawn, where you simply interlace the hands and then let them hang down wherever they happen to be. Let's go celebrate a new day. And hopefully Oliver will stay put. I better sneak out. Let's All righty, time to meditate. My supervisor is here. Please don't come out today. It's cold. See you soon. Yes, maybe use Ushas Mudra and consider what do you need to demonstrate in your life today that you know is true. See you soon. Welcome back. So in the Bhagavad Gita, this is one of the hardest things Krishna is going to ask Arjun to do, is to demonstrate what he knows to be true. Is the right thing for a warrior to hide in the face of a just war, or to use his skills for the betterment of all? This is a question Arjun has to learn how to answer for himself, and we must all learn to find our own answers. Let's work together again tomorrow. Until then, want to say bye-bye? I wish I could have gone outside today. No, you don't. See ya.